Greetings to all in creation. This is Aurora, and I just left some voicemails to Officer Matthews, Aaron, and I'm telling him that they never loved him, and that I'm sure he lied in Jerusalem. I'm positive. I would never have ever reached back for him if he wasn't lying. And he's still lying, and they lied to him his whole life, and I see. Every time they did the spider thing to him, then they would tell him things in his ear while waking him up with these people on his dick and on his nipples and on his tongue, and then they would exchange them and convince him of certain things. And they staged the fact that Amir was making out with Shafiq on purpose so that Aaron would see that and then reawaken in him the hatred he had on how I ran away with Shafiq when I was with him anyway, to make him, leave to the United States so that they can begin their campaign against the United States using Aaron as bait, using those Canadian people, Justin Bieber and these people, against his American heritage and his own truth, making him believe that he's in love with that Amir Nasrallah, but he's not in love with Amir Nasrallah. He's not in love with Muhammad, I'm sure. These people have been lying to everyone, and they disjointed him. While somebody's putting a tweezer up his throat, the brother of it is sucking his dick. He's disjointed, so they know how to manipulate this energy to make him behave in a certain way. But now that everything has passed, now they've subserviated him to a level that is unacceptable. I'm not even sure what they've done, but they've put him beneath, like Sharif al-Khazin, who truly, he really has not much to do with this whole story. I mean, okay, he was my secret lover, I guess, as a child, at some level and whatnot. And then I was adopted by, the cousin of, and that's when he was my secret lover. And Shafiq, I believe, helped me run away from the cousins. Or he did not. He did not. He did. Shafiq helped me run away, and he had Nicholas to pick me up anyway. Because I guess they understood that I was never going to merge with them and their ideals and what they're doing and what they're not doing and how they're cool and how they're not cool and their jokes, and they would always trick me and do pranks on me in every country with all the kids. They're all the same level vulgar. They all think the same things about life, and they joke the same way, and none of this is funny to me. To me, it's all very cruel, and I take it extremely seriously. I don't take it as a joke. But what they laugh of, they only can laugh about it because they're not completely connected to themselves, and their disjoint makes them laugh and point fingers elsewhere, but in fact they're the ones on the grill, not me, at that level, and I'm sure of it. And it's gone too far. These people now are adults and they're still playing like retarded games. This is like no longer allowed after all this. You can't play that level dumb. As for now the Rav Schultz leaving, and I'm not sure what his cousin name was. Maybe Walid, cousin, Walid, yes, Walid, yes. The same name as the dad of the situation, that guy. So probably they're linked in attorney terms or something like that. And whatever he says resonates to be true, so he can put Amber's profile on me so that his accusations of me or whatever he's telling the cops can merge the accusations of Sharif, Rafiq, Karen al-Khazin, Noor al-Khazin, and everybody, because they made me enter only one time the Khazin house in Ashrafieh, in and out when I was dating Rafiq, to get it on camera, pretending that I used to go there every day and I used to ignore Sharif or Shafiq, and like I used to have mental problems because the second before I entered with Rafiq, probably somebody else entered and like went, like the Princess Jima Tabrawi went and started to make out with Shafiq, or Naila Rad, because then he started to ask me about cousins, and he made out with Naila Rad in his bedroom at that level, the Shafiq. And the Sharif had made me go out of a club to take Crystal, to pretend that Crystal was the one who was going, with the IC people on a table, officially seated, with an outfit like we used to wear to the club, like tight jeans and like a little short top and a little jacket and a purse and heels, or a dress, or like a little skirt, and like go stand there, talk to boys and drink with them and then date them. After hours, the prostitutes used to come, like these people, Hardoba, Mayo. Mayo used to go to the party, but then transform. Hardoba never went to the party because Hardoba is the darkest element. So Hardoba only after hours would show up in a costume and start to strip, fuck, suck, and like bombs and, transformation, spiders and stuff like that. So that night, Sharif replaced my history of innocent clubbing with boys and parties and like dating and, oh my God, what's your name? You're so cute. He placed Crystal on top of me, and now they're doing the reversal of that here. In the club, they all go dancing every night. All the prostitutes and all the illegals under Jima Tabrawi to, in the end, say that I was doing that and that they were so innocent filming that thing. I've said it enough time now. I'm not sure when this is going to get redundant and they're going to like be tired and give it up. Now they're making noise, alo. Probably either Jima Tabrawi or one of them, Karen, Magali, Diane, Tracy, Rhea, some of them, Jessica. And for me to know, like, I've monitored them since I'm a child. Like, for such a little group of people to have preyed on me and gotten that far, it could have been any of you. So I don't think it's fair for the rest of you to give these people power over me just because you weren't the ones who were there. I'm Aurora, Mother of New Creation.